I recently had a request to make a video on the topic of sports supplements, so we're going to talk about that today. Now, some supplements can be beneficial and help people out. Others, however, are more like the modern day version of snake oil.
$1 a bottle. It works wonders on wounds.
Works wonders on just about everything, huh?
It can do most anything.
How was it with stains?
So in this video, I'm going to share some of the supplements I use and I think are beneficial. However, it's a complicated issue. There are so many different supplements to choose from. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it can be pretty shady sometimes and deceptive. If you go to a GNC or a health food store and just look around at all the different products they have, it can be very confusing, especially when you look at the way they market them. I mean, everything looks so great. They've got people endorsing it, great marketing, but sometimes the product doesn't always match the claims. So you always want to be careful whenever you're purchasing supplements to make sure that they're a quality supplement from a reputable company, because there's a lot of garbage out there that you want to watch out for. Sometimes these products don't have enough of an effective ingredient to do what they're claimed to do, or they might hide behind the shield of proprietary blend and not disclose what is actually in the product. So for someone who's looking to get in better shape, to start working out more and add muscle, one supplement I'd recommend is a protein supplement. So protein powder is a handy one. I personally have never gotten anywhere close to my recommended daily intake of protein that I'm supposed to be at. I'm always way low. So sometimes people get kind of creative and do crazy stuff to get in their protein intake. So protein powder is one way you can get more protein in your diet. Really simple. Just mix it up in a shaker bottle, have it several times throughout the day. There are different sources and types of protein though. So again, you always want to make sure you're getting a quality one. Some of them are just chock full of sugars and calories, so you want to make sure and address what your goals are before you just go out and purchase one. The second supplement would be creatine. Now, creatine is an amino acid that aids in ATP production. It can help you work out harder, longer, and improve your performance. And it's found naturally in your diet in animal products. So when you eat meat, you'll get it. Also, our body's capable of producing a certain amount of creatine. But the supplement, creatine, you can take that powder if you do like 5 grams a day. That's typically what they recommend. Creatine is the most researched supplement out there. So there's lots of information out there on it. I've never seen any negative side effects from it if you're doing it within reason, like as recommended. Also, it's not a banned substance. So you're not going to get busted at the Olympics or in some sort of athletic event if you're using creatine. But it's something that a lot of people are using today because there's some benefits from using that. And just a side note, whenever you're using supplements, don't ever dry scoop them. Mix them up and follow the instructions. Number 3 is one I've been using since I was a teenager, and that is a multivitamin. These days, we don't have problems like rickets, beriberi, scurvy, some of those nutritional deficiency diseases like people used to in the old days. We eat a lot more food, and most of our food has already been fortified. So that's not so much an issue for us. However, sometimes a good multivitamin is a good way to just ensure that you're not missing any of those micronutrients. Now, even though we've already addressed a multivitamin, there are a lot of times when people might have a specific need for more or less of a certain vitamin or mineral or supplement. Some examples of this are a pregnant mother. Her doctor's probably going to tell her to have a prenatal vitamin since she's actually building a human being there. Someone with osteoporosis is going to be recommended to take calcium. If you have anemia, you're going to take iron supplements. If someone lives somewhere where there's not a lot of sunlight, they might take a vitamin D supplement. You've got people that don't eat fish in their diet much. They might have fish oil or omega-3s. Some people with gut health issues may use probiotics. People that have a hard time sleeping might use melatonin. So it all depends on the individual, what their needs are, their health, and their individual circumstances, how you're going to want to cater your supplements to what you really need. Now, sometimes when you start taking supplements, it's easy to go overboard. Kind of like the thumbnail picture. Sometimes we think if we have a tackle box full of pills and we're taking them all throughout the day, that we're going to be healthier. The more the better. But is it really? Another important thing to remember about supplements is they are just that. They are supplements. They are not the base or the foundation of your health. So if you're neglecting or avoiding exercise, nutrition, sleep, stress management, hydration, if you're doing horrible in those areas and think you can buy a magic pill that's going to turn your life around and make you feel a lot better, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Now, remember what the word supplement means. It means to supplement or add to. So it's not the base or the foundation of our nutrition. We want to be eating healthy food and get as much of our nutrition from actual food sources as we can. And then we'll use supplements to fill in any spots where we might be falling short or missing some of those important micronutrients. Another popular supplement you'll see a lot is caffeine. I'm not going to address that today, but we're going to talk about that in a future video. So just remember, if you're going to use supplements, do your homework first. There's so much shady stuff out there in the industry, lots of questionable products among all the good ones. So it's worth the time you put into it. Otherwise, you might end up with an inferior product that doesn't do anything, and you just got to hope you'll get the placebo effect out of it.
Push the button.
Do it.